Good morning, pregame crew. How are ya? Happy Wednesday, August 14th, CPI Day. It's 6:24 a.m. Mountain Time, 8:24 a.m. Eastern Time. We have CPI in 5 minutes and 45 seconds, and that should bring about some volatility in the market. Be prepared. Check your open orders. Make sure everything that you want to be on is on, everything that you want to be off is off. Check it, check it, check it. You don't have to trade it. Observing it 90% of the time is better than trading it. So, and even paper trading it is fun. You learn. Audio visual check, please. Good morning, Shake and Bake. Bubblegum unicorns, I'm all about it. Hey, Andre, Greg. Hey, Nugget, Shake and Bake. Topher. Hey, Wave. Spaceball, Tess. Yeah, hit the like button. Hey, Sam, Mal, Alice. Hi, hi, hi. Hey, Jenny in Tuscany. Hey, Paula, Slacker. Awesome. Hey, TG. Dollar Tree Farmer. Jeffrey, Denny, Ryan, Winteray. Big day, big day. Hey, Hector. Hey, Jill. I don't know, man. Adrian. Hey, Luzmar. I'm assuming y'all can hear me. We'll have CPI here in just a second. CPI, we're expecting core CPI month over month to be 0.2. Core CPI year over year to be 3.2. Of course, if it's less than that, that is typically bullish, meaning inflation is coming down. Thank you, Shake. I can always depend on you. Hey, Luzmar, do y'all have any chart requests? Let's go back up to the top. I have a few minutes before CPI. And if you are trading CPI, if you're a Ninja Futures trader, mark off your levels. Have your levels ready. Dale got an upgrade this morning. Did I see that? Let's see. Checking, checking, checking. No, I didn't see that. I made it up. Sorry about that. All right. So on Dell computers, we are looking for a monthly higher low. Gap is filled. We're at the 12 EMA. We have a long lower wick of bulls buying the dip at the monthly 12 EMA. The weekly could be forming a bear flag. We have to protect against that. And now we're looking for a potential daily higher low compared to 86.93. 12 EMA is firmly overhead. 4 hour looks really good. We're approaching overbought. Hourly is overbought, and typically in a daily downtrend, this is where you look to top fish. So this gap up may be a top fish if we drop back below 101.49, yesterday's high, and that holds as resistance. This could be a top fish level, and all you're looking for is a pullback for a 4 hour higher low. I saw someone type at last. I wanted to sing Etta James, but I love y'all too much. I'm not going to sing this time of day. All right, we're at the daily 200 MA. Double bottom. We lost our weekly support. We lost our... kind of questionable. Did we lose our monthly support? Is this a pivot here? It's kind of dinky. You have an hourly squeeze. You're chopping sideways in between yesterday's pretty big range. Today, you could get an inside bar with a low yesterday of 653 and a high of 725. That's 75 cents. That's more than a 10% range. That is a huge range. And you're opening up right inside it. You could get an inside bar today. So just be careful. Master in trading, I use the 12 and 26 EMA and I use the TTM Squeeze Pro and a TCG Historical RSI. All right, we got CPI in 23 seconds. Hide your kids, hide your wives. Let's get back to the indices and let's see what's going on. We're pretty extended up here. We're overbought. 4 hour is overbought. We're looking for a daily lower high. Odds favor for me to go down for this to come back, but we shall see. And there she is. So we have our initial reaction. And we mark off that initial reaction. Let's go see what the numbers are if they populated. 3.2 on point, on point, on point. CPI year over year went down 0.1%. That is positive. That is good overall. Means that consumer inflation is coming down ever so slightly. So let's see what the market does with this information. I like to wait for a few seconds to go by, get that high and low marked. Again, I'm still looking more short than long despite this bullish reaction because we're looking for daily lower highs on so many charts. So let's see, can we get through this 54, 73, 75? Did I mute? Yeah. Okay, I'm looking short here against 54.75 on ES. I'm looking short. The initial reaction is the most important reaction, so 1916350. Let's see. I was looking short on ES, but I had NASDAQ pulled up. So that's what I shorted. And here is my entry. So this is my short on NASDAQ. And we'll see. And if we break the high, my stop is at 19175. That is my stop, 19175. I'll let that play out. And my logic was we're looking for daily lower highs. Let me put my stop in real quick. Okay, I have my stop in. All right. Oh, I didn't put a link in general chat. Shoot. So many things to remember. Oh, nope, that's not it either. Hey. Come on. Copy clean link. It's not freaking working. there it is. The snip board, that's just a board I use to do a copy and paste where I can show you what my entry is. That's all. Versus showing you my actual platform. All right, so let's start the show. Thanks, Rav. I appreciate that. Helping a girl out. All right, let's get this show on the road. Good morning. This is who I am, if I can remember my name. I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community, and we teach technical analysis. If you want to check us out at chartguys.com, that'd be lovely. And we're doing a swing report giveaway. So a couple weeks ago, we did a monthly trial giveaway to our community. This is different. We're going to give away a month's subscription to the swing report, and we're going to give away 3 of those. And you can register at the link that is in chat here. Let's see, right here, and I'm going to pin it to the top. So now it's right there if you want to click on that link and register for a free Swing Report monthly subscription. What do I do here every morning? Well, we go over the economic calendar, which we just did, CPI. We just had it. Now we have crude oil inventories coming up at 10:30. And then I show you my market environment dossier table. So this is a table where I look at all the correlations and everything that was dumped on the floor overnight. I wake up, I pick up all the pieces and say, okay, what are these correlations telling me? Are we looking more bearish than bullish? On shorter term time frames, we are looking more bullish. However, on larger term time frames, we're looking more bearish because we're looking for those daily lower highs. So let's dig into my favorite part, the charts. Remember, mark your high and low of the reaction. The high and low of the reaction becomes super important because if we break the low of the reaction, that is the bears making a statement. If we break the high of the reaction, that is bulls making a statement. All right. So let's look at the daily. On the daily, we're looking for a lower high compared to 5,600. This bounce has been wonderful. We have enough room for a daily high or low on a pullback. Odds favor a lower high first. Let's sequence this out. So if we just divide this out and say, okay, what is first? What would come first would be a lower high. That's what odds favor. A lower high first. And then second would be a higher low. Now the actual location of where that higher low and lower high will be, we don't know. But however, lower high, that's where the probabilities line up that that's the first item we would be looking for, the first position, the first location on ES. Let's go look at NASDAQ. Same thing. We're looking for a lower high first, and now we have plenty of room for a higher low. RTY. RTY we're rejecting here at the daily 50 EMA and the daily 12 EMA. RTY was pretty lethargic yesterday. It was going sideways while the market was pushing up pretty high. So the Russell is weak. However, we did get a daily higher high over this little level here, 2112. We did get a higher high. And the Dow got a higher high. So the Dow and the Russell are a little different. They got higher highs, yet they are still struggling at these EMAs overhead. We have the VIX melting down again. The biggest fear coming in of that CPI would probably be sky high. That didn't happen. People were hedging, and now they're covering and saying, okay, we don't need this hedge anymore. We can sell it. Okay, market's bouncing good here. If we get back over the high of that reaction, I'll stop out of my short. Hang Seng was red overnight. DAX is green. Bitcoin is green. Bitcoin is getting some volatility. Bitcoin is typically not immune to volatility from econ news. On the daily, we are still struggling with a daily 50 EMA and 26 EMA overhead. We need to get over 62,755 to change the daily trend. All right. Let me go back and look at this one more time. On the hourly, this still looks healthy. We're holding the EMAs just fine. Ethereum, we're getting some upper wicks. You see those upper wicks? That's bears selling into these pops. That just tells you be protective of longs. When you start seeing upper wicks of bears selling into pops, be protective. Yeah, Ethereum does not have as much room to work with as Bitcoin. Bitcoin's in a better position, and I would even argue that this is a potential 4-hour rising wedge here. The dollar has been weak. We're getting a bounce now off the CPI reaction. On the dollar, on a bounce, we're looking for a weekly lower high. If you were here the last few weeks, you heard me harp about this weekly lower high is what we were looking for. Well, we're looking for the same thing here, a weekly lower high. However, a bounce is still would be anticipated, a bounce to get off these lows. We've made enough room for a daily higher low, and gold has been unable to get through 2522.50. We have a double top there on the daily on gold. This may be a top fish area on gold. If dollar begins to bounce, this could be a top fish area. Oil has a potential daily bull flag. It has had a great bounce. We have inventory today at 10:30, 4-hour downtrend. This daily high is now set. And this weekly lower high is now set because we have the 4-hour downtrend. Now, we do have enough room for a weekly higher low. We have enough room for it. But the weekly lower high is now set. Now, what does inventory do to help the bulls out? See, 78.16, 77.90. Yeah, that's enough of a bear break. Let me take a sip of my water real quick. Hello. If y'all could remember to hit the like button, that'd be great. Thank you. Okay. What's Nat Trash doing? That actually looks pretty decent. We have enough room for a daily higher low now on a pullback. Let's see if Nat Gas can actually get through these daily EMAs. At this point, I wouldn't bet on it. It has been a long time since they've been able to get over these EMAs, but I don't see a decent setup there. All right, let's look at Apple. Apple has a great bounce. We are not gapping up. We're green, but we're not gapping up. 22534. This is where we're looking for a potential top fish setup. When you go from a higher high to a lower low, and then push up hard like that, odds favor a lower high. Doesn't mean we will get it, but the odds are stacked up against the bulls here, and it's stacked up in favor of the bears because of the buying power it took to push up here. You would anticipate some bull exhaustion. They have plenty of room for a daily higher low on a pullback. The bulls are fighting back here on the indices. I will give them that. All right, Amazon was able to get over resistance. However, we're still stuck at the daily 200 MA and 26 EMA. We're opening up near yesterday's high, 171.04. For me, that's still a top fish level, 171.04, because of location. Do I want to be up here going long Amazon when we're in a daily downtrend? We have not confirmed this uptrend, and hourly is overbought. I'd rather be top fishing that. It's all about location and how much meat is left on the bone and where are the probabilities lined up. And this does look like, come on, a 4-hour rising wedge to me on Amazon. Nvidia. Hey, Felix in Panama. All right, so on NVIDIA, we were gapping up earlier and we're still gapping up. So yesterday we gapped up, today we gapped up, and that's okay. That doesn't mean it's for shorting. On the if we were to get a third gap up, that could be a shorting opportunity. Right now, NVIDIA is one of my Queen of the Mountain trades. I would wait for a back burner trade on it. I'm looking for first 5 minute oversold. Let's go set that alert. Tell me when RSI, I'm about to get stopped out of my NASDAQ short. Tell me when, not that one, that one. When RSI gets to 30 on the 5 minute on NVIDIA, I want to look for a long because NVIDIA has been super strong. Tesla, we're gapping up now. We weren't gapping up earlier. Tesla, the daily 50 MA is overhead. Yesterday, we had a great trade at market open. We were watching this 4-hour squeeze, and I was calling it out as a potential long above 202.56. That was a great trade. I don't know if I like it here. We filled this gap at 205.78. We filled it, but again, that daily 50 MA is overhead. I don't know if I like the location here. Maybe a pullback buy and do, let's do gap rules. That would be a good way to apply. If you wanted a Tesla long, wait for a pullback to yesterday's high and use yesterday's high as support as a long signal, as long as that high is holding as support. All right, let me go to my notes for the Queen of the Mountain trades. NVIDIA is a back burner trade. Starbucks is a back burner trade. Starbucks was one of our better trades yesterday morning on live stream. We bought the pullback at 92.15 and sold it later in the day. So I'm looking for the first 5 minute oversold on Starbucks. You see that little triangle right there? I already have my alert set. Tell me when 5 minute gets oversold during regular trading hours. So I'm waiting for during regular trading hours. If it happens in pre-market, then I'm going to wait for the first 15 minute oversold during regular trading hours. All right, so those are my two back burner watches. Google, I'm looking for reverse back burner. We have the DOJ coming out saying that they're looking to break up Google. We are gapping down. So I would look for the first 5 minute overbought conditions during regular trading hours for a potential top fish on Google. It is super weak. And then finally, we have XLE. XLE, I had such a great short on it yesterday, stopped out real quick, and then it worked out perfectly. And what I missed, the detail that I missed, is we ran into the daily 50 MA right there. We rejected. Once we got over this 90.19, I stopped out, and if I would have just stayed in with the daily 50 MA overhead, but I have to have very strict levels and rules that I have to follow regardless. We're opening up inside yesterday's range. We're opening up closer to the high than the low. So I like a top fish again against 89.25 on XLE because oil is weak. Oil, we were just looking at it. I was looking for a 15-minute lower high last time I looked at it. Yeah, we're looking for a 15-minute lower high. So that made me go look at XLE for another potential top fish setup on XLE. And then XLF is opening up right at the high. Never mind. We're gapping up now. That XLF idea is busted. If we were going to open up right at yesterday's high, that's a clean top fish setup, saying I'll risk 2 pennies looking for this top fish. But this is a beautiful bull move on XLF. And the logic being, why would I be picking on XLF? Because we're looking for a daily lower high. It's not just because I said, oh, 42.56, 42.56, that's a quick, easy short. No, it's because we're looking for a daily lower high. That's why I was picking on it. Next resistance is 42.78. 42.78. And I see a lot of chart requests there. in chat, in YouTube chat, and I can appreciate that. The purpose of the show is for me to go over indices, commodities, crypto, movers and shakers of the day. And when I go into the TCG chat room in 12 minutes, they can put their chat request in chat, and I go over all of their requests. So the purpose of this show is 25 charts in 25 minutes, get you ready for the trading day. If I have time for chart requests, wonderful. And if I don't, I'm sorry. I do have time for one SMCI, possibly filling the gap from earnings. $48882, sure. Yeah, a daily lower high is still the more likely scenario, but absolutely it could be filling the gap. All right, y'all, thank you for being here. Don't forget to go sign up for that giveaway. The link is posted in our YouTube chat. TCG members, I'll see you in 10 minutes. Use stop losses.